What's going on, guys? Sensei Ichi here. To all the new subscribers out there, thank you guys so much for joining the channel. Hope that you enjoyed all of the Shotokan/Kempo crossovers that I did. This is going to be a two-parter. In this episode, we're going to be discussing 2 offensive back kicks to throw in sparring. And then next week, I'll follow up by doing 3 defensive back kicks. So let's get started. Here we go. To throw a back kick successfully on offense, you have to disguise it by something else. So we're gonna do 2 forms of disguise right now. I'm gonna be leading out my partner with my hands, making them believe that I'm gonna be only striking high. So guess what their hands do? They're gonna come up, but once they come up, I need to strike. You have to have crackerjack timing. It has to be Indiana Jones, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have to switch the idol with the bag of sand. So the way this works, I lead out a jab, I step in with a ridge hand. The moment the hands come up to do the ridge hand, I'm quickly shuffling back that back kick. To train it, first we do the back kick. We're gonna start with our back turn to our partner so we can only focus on just the back kick portion of this drill. So I have my back turn, I'm gonna look over my shoulder, turn and kick at the same time. I'm probably gonna start the look like this much before everything else just so I can get my head around first. So I'm gonna be looking, the moment my head looks, my leg is lifting. Think of it like a skateboard. I'm shuffling my foot back. So I'm pushing it off the ground to get speed. In order to get my foot from the ground to there faster, I'm gonna quickly push off the ground, use that force to pop into the target and get there sooner. So it's not gonna be a deep, full folding back kick. It's only gonna be a partial bend. I would say practice it like 5 times in each leg. Just working on focusing here, switching feet, back turn, boom, focusing here. I'm just trying to get the center of the target. Nice quick pop to it. You want to get a pop recoil so that way you can follow up in a sparring match if you need to throw multiple techniques in the combination. So now that I have my kick done, I'm going to work on the flow of the technique, of the routine. So I step forward with a jab, and I'm going to step out with the back leg and do the ridge hand. I'm going to leave that ridge hand lingering to sell the technique to make sure their partner's hands stay up. So I lead out with 1, step forward 2, the moment it's there and I see the hands up, boom, I'm throwing that back kick right there. So I want to practice that into a target, just to drill it so our muscle memory is in tune with what we're doing. I'm going to be leading out, 1, 2, 3, okay? And I want to practice leaving that ridge hand a little bit longer. So I go 1, big reach on that ridge hand, sell the technique. Once I see the hands are coming up, I quickly look, boom, I'm throwing that back kick. So 1 into 2 into 3. Okay, so once we get that, we take the target away and we go on to the full-fledged thing with our partner. And I want to have them moving because in reality, they're going to be moving in a sparring match. They're not going to stay still. So I want to try and stay as close to them as possible. That way, when I take the time to turn, they're going to be starting to move back. They'll be in perfect range to throw my back kick. Because if they don't move and I try to throw a back kick from here, it won't be as effective. It won't work really well. So you have to assume they're going to be moving backwards a little bit more. So I'm going to let them. I'm going to be like, no, it's okay. You can get out. Boom. And then I hit you with the back kick. So we rep it a couple times. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, boom, and I throw that back. Okay, again, we go in here. 1, 2, boom, and I throw that 3. I'm trying to blend 2 and 3 together. 1 goes into 2, and the right when 2's there, quick switch. 1, switch to 2. And that's what we call the offensive back kick. So in this particular one, we're gonna do something that we call a check sweep. When we do a check sweep, we're gonna be throwing what we call a reverse check sweep. So I'm gonna have my partner switch feet here. So we have 2 different sparring stances. We have closed stance, which is here, and then if he switches feet and we're open to each other, we call this open stance, okay? So we're gonna do this from a closed stance position. When I do the reverse check sweep, I'm gonna be taking my front leg using the ball of the foot and the toes of my feet, and I'm gonna be tapping the back of my partner's knee. I'm not gonna be hitting, I'm just gonna be tapping it. The purpose of a check sweep is to distract. It's to make your partner believe that something's happening down here when really something is really happening up here. We call that misdirection, okay? So when I tap that back leg, it's either gonna buckle my partner's knee or it's gonna make them flinch, tighten up, so they're frozen for that one moment in time. And when that moment in time is there, I need to make sure I throw that back kick immediately. I touch 1 foot to the back of the knee. Immediately I take that foot, I put it down right next to my partner's foot, almost a little in front of it. And then I do the same thing I did in the last one. I'm gonna look, turn and kick at the same time. So I'm looking, boom, and I turn and kick right in there. It's just a little snapping kick, so I'm able to follow up afterwards. If I leave it sticking out, if I miss, I miss big. If he catches it, that's no good for me. So I just wanna pop it so I get that real quick result. So it'll look something like this. I'm gonna come in and go 1, 2, right in here. I'm gonna be jumping for like a small second, but it won't really be a jump, it'll just be a quick switch. So I touch here and I'm priming it. My back leg is gonna be jumping a little. So I'm gonna pop with my toes, my ankle, my knee. 1, quick 2. Just working on that focus. You wanna think of it almost like a butt strike. So I wanna be shooting my kick right from behind me. I don't wanna swing it wide. I wanna keep it nice and tight. Another way we could set this up, like the first one, is I could lead out with a jab to kind of make my partner's hands go up and to kind of keep him stationary. So I can use that as an entry technique. So I'm gonna come in 1, 2, jump to 3. If I lunge, I can come in quicker. 1, 2, 3, boom, and kind of get that quick hop right in there for the back kick. In the beginning, you might not be as accurate and hit center, but that's the purpose of the target. We're drilling focus, we're drilling muscle memory, we're drilling control. That way every time we'll hit that center. And later on, we can turn it into a scissor sweep, but we'll talk about this some other time. This is Sensei Ichi. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked it a whole bunch, please leave a comment below and let us know if this would be effective for you, or if you think it's completely ridiculous, which I'm sure most of you will. Click the subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss out on any video that we put out in the future. Tutorials are gonna be on Mondays, skits on Thursdays, at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Train wisely, train safely, and until next time, boys and girls, Tong Tu.